Ed Del Valle here. Wanted to share my experience in passing the CISSP exam, and hopefully this will help somebody in gaining some confidence, getting through the material, and passing the exam as well. I have passed the CISSP exam 2 times, and I'll explain how they came to be, so hopefully you will avoid the mistakes that I've made. The first time I took the CISSP was around 2011, and I was also taking the CISM exam, and I passed both exams. The mistake that I made was back then I didn't see the importance of maintaining the CISSP. So personally, I went to several job searching sites, search engines, looking, and I just input the keyword CISSP, and the results that were coming back, almost 8 years ago, were very disappointing. You found job postings that had to do, IT help desk, CISSP requirement. So I just didn't see the demand for it. I just let it lapse. Big mistake in my part. Avoid that. So I took this exam again this year, and that's what I want to share with you. Just how did I do to pass it. Number one, what I suggest: set a hard date. By that I mean is give yourself enough time to pass it and to prepare, but not too long that you will forget all the material that you study for the exam. I gave myself about almost 60 days. So I signed up for the exam May 1st to take the exam on June 25th. So step number 1, set a date. Step number 2, choose your study material. I like to read books. If you have the opportunity to take a classroom class, I highly encourage it. I personally like to hold a book and basically eat the book. The book that I chose is the official study guide from ISC Square. This is the 8th edition. I have to say this is probably, if not the best, one of the best books that I have ever invested. How do you tackle a book this thick? What I end up doing, and I do this for many books that I read, because I like some quick wins, what I end up doing was I just went and created a card with the how big was every chapter, and then what I did was I just tackle chapters in the sequence from smaller to larger. That way I felt like I was winning. I was like, okay, I got 1 chapter done, I got 2 chapters done the next night, and it's just a way to organize myself, and a lot of notes. That's why I like the hard copy. After I signed up for the exam, the date came, I felt very prepared. So I spent about 2 hours every night. There were some nights that I didn't feel like going through the material, but I was at least 5 times or 5 nights per week, just spending between 2 to 3 hours just going through the chapter. Again, I can't stress enough, this book is phenomenal, and I still go back to the book for reference. Excellent. Few things to keep in mind when you are taking the test. The day of the examination, make sure that you get there at least 30 minutes before the appointment time, and the reason is you have to identify yourself, you have to sign a few documents, and then someone is going to take you to the workstation where you are taking the test. Something I read prior to taking the test is that, number 1, when you are answering questions, if you skip a question, you cannot go back. It's not like other examinations where you can mark the question to go back later and review. You cannot do that in the new CISSP exam. Just keep that in mind, just to make sure you answer as many questions as possible. Number 2, something I read is that the test, if there no chance of you passing, the test may finish, will be abruptly finished for you. So when I was taking my exam, I was, out of 150 questions, I was possibly around 120 some 1:30 maybe, and the test ended. And I was like, what happened? Did I fail? And then the computer got, just wait, and it was just the longest 10 seconds of my life. Then I passed the exam, and what's going to happen next when you take the exam and you pass, right there at the testing center, they're just going to give you a piece of paper. So the piece of paper is going to tell you, congratulations, you passed. It has your candidate number, the date that you passed. And then it took about 3 days. 3 days after I finished the exam, I get an email. It says, congratulations, we've received your score, and just wait for additional information. The next information was the endorsement. So you need to know somebody. There is an active CISSP that can endorse your application endorsement, and plus your experience. And once I submitted my endorsement, it took about 4 weeks. And after 4 weeks, I just got in the mail, which I haven't opened it. I just wanted to do this video and show you guys what is that they're gonna send you. So I received these welcome from ISC Square. I'm just gonna open it right now so that we can see what's in the box. So this is the welcome package, and so there's the certificate, there is an ID card, and there's a pen and a welcome letter from ISC Square, and this is it. I like the certificate. It looks very, very nice. All right, so piece of advice: choose the material that works best for you to study. Again, for me, it is books. I like having the paper book in my hand so I can make notes. And endorsement. You're going to need somebody who is an active CISSP to endorse your application. Right? Good luck. I hope you pass. Stay positive. You will know if you are ready because you're going to feel that you're ready. And if there is anything I can help you with or answer additional questions, just let me know. Right? Thank you.